My friend, let me tell you a 9 Buddhist wisdom that will avoid being hurt. Avoid all evil, practice all good. This means that we should avoid engaging in any harmful behavior and actively pursue goodness. For example, we can help others, show respect, and protect the environment. A young monk was chopping wood in the mountains when he accidentally dropped his axe into the river. He was very upset as it was his only tool. Just then, an old monk came along and told him not to worry. He would help him retrieve the axe. The old monk jumped into the river and soon found the axe, returning it to the young monk. The young monk was very grateful and asked why the old monk had helped him. The old monk replied, "Because you have no malice, your actions are motivated by kindness and honesty." Selflessness and benefiting others. This means that we should focus on the well-being of others rather than our own self-interest. We can achieve true happiness through selfless dedication and helping others. A monk was walking on the road when he encountered a starving person. Without hesitation, the monk gave his own food to the person. The grateful individual asked why the monk had helped him. The monk replied, "I have no ulterior motives. I just want you to survive." Later, this monk was recognized by the Buddha for his virtuous actions. Purify your own mind. This means that we should maintain purity and clarity in our inner selves, unaffected by external disturbances and temptations. A Zen master was often disturbed and laughed at by a group of naughty children during his meditation. However, the Zen master never got angry or upset. He just maintained his calmness and focus. The children, seeing the Zen master's tranquility and patience, gradually stopped laughing at him and began to respect him. The Zen master told them, "My inner mind is pure, unaffected by the outside world. This is true meditation." The children, seeing the Zen master's tranquility and patience, gradually stopped laughing at him and began to respect him. The Zen master told them, "My inner mind is pure, unaffected by the outside world. This is true meditation." Non-anger and non-irritation. This means that we should avoid getting angry or irritated and maintain a peaceful state of mind. A Zen master encountered a very critical and demanding donor during his meditation. The donor always found fault with the Zen master and lost his temper with him. However, the Zen master never got angry or argued back. He just maintained his calmness and patience. The donor, seeing the Zen master's peacefulness and patience, gradually stopped criticizing him and began to respect him. The Zen master told the donor, "Anger and irritation only bring more pain and suffering. We should maintain a peaceful state of mind." Compassionate heart. This means that we should be filled with love and compassion for others and treat them with kindness. A young monk encountered an injured old woman while practicing in the mountains. Without hesitation, the young monk carried the old woman to a temple on the mountain to treat her wounds. The grateful old woman asked who he was. The young monk replied, "I am a practitioner, and I have a compassionate heart." Later, this young monk was recognized by the Buddha for his virtuous actions. Keep away from righteousness and wrongdoing. This means that we should try to avoid places of conflict and disputes to prevent unnecessary troubles. A monk encountered a person who liked to sow discord during his meditation. This person always spread rumors and caused misunderstandings, making the monk feel very upset and uneasy. However, instead of arguing or fighting with him, the monk chose to keep his distance from this person. Later, The person who liked to sow discord received punishment for his actions. The monk was recognized by the Buddha for his wisdom and ability to keep away from disputes. Do not belittle others. This means that we should respect everyone's existence and dignity, avoiding offending others with improper words or actions. A Zen master encountered a very arrogant donor during his meditation. The donor always boasted about himself and belittled others, making the Zen master feel very uncomfortable. However, instead of arguing or refuting him, the Zen master chose to remain silent and respectful. Seeing the Zen master's silence and respect, the donor gradually began to reflect on his own behavior and changed his attitude. The Zen master told the donor, "Respecting others is respecting oneself." Contentment brings happiness. This means that we should cherish what we have and not excessively pursue things outside of ourselves, maintaining a sense of satisfaction and happiness. Buddhist story. There is a lay Buddhist who envies the wealth and status of others and always wants to obtain more through various means. However, no matter how hard he tries to pursue wealth and status, he is always unable to satisfy his desires. Later, he met a Zen master who told him, "Contentment is the true happiness." After listening to the Zen master's words, the lay Buddhist suddenly realized that he should no longer excessively pursue things outside of himself, but cherish what he has and maintain a sense of satisfaction. Abide by the law and regulations. This means that we should abide by laws and regulations and social ethics, respect the rights and dignity of others, and maintain social order and justice. Buddhist story. During his practice, a monk met a very greedy benefactor. The benefactor always wanted to obtain more wealth and status through improper means. However, no matter how hard he tried to pursue wealth and status, he could never satisfy his desires. Later, he met a Zen master who told him, "Abiding by the law and regulations is the true happiness." After listening to the Zen master's words, the benefactor suddenly realized that he should no longer excessively pursue wealth and status, but abide by laws and regulations and social ethics, respect the rights and dignity of others, and maintain social order and justice. Facing up to suffering. Buddhism holds that life is full of suffering and imperfect, but we cannot avoid or indulge in it. We should face them actively and seek solutions, which can help us grow and provide us with enlightenment. A Buddhist named Huineng believed in the Buddhist philosophy of facing up to suffering. He thought that life was full of various pains and difficulties, which were imperfect, but also the source of our growth and enlightenment. During a meditation, Huineng met a very poor benefactor. This benefactor had experienced many pains and setbacks in his life, but he never gave up hope for life and the pursuit of happiness. Huineng was touched by his persistence and courage, and also realized that there was still a long way to go on his path of enlightenment. From then on, Huineng faced the challenges and difficulties in life more actively. He not only tried to solve his own problems, but also did his best to help others in need. Through such actions, he gradually understood the true meaning of facing up to suffering. In our daily lives, we should also be like Huineng, actively facing the pain and imperfection in life. We should learn to let go of the pain and anxiety of the past and meet the challenges of the future with a peaceful mindset. At the same time, we should learn from the pain and jiku jihui, continuously grow and improve ourselves. Facing up to suffering does not mean indulging in it, but learning from it. Only when we can correctly view suffering and learn from it can we truly overcome it and move towards a better future. Don't forget to subscribe to us to continuously purify your inner self and achieve happiness.